Mangibulise makhomanda amahle, asante kwa kuthanzama King Tseso. Ladies and gentlemen, there is by-elections on the 5th of February happening on Ward 35 there in Bakersdal, Rand West Municipality. It's very important for us to watch what is happening in by-elections because it shows us just how strong these political parties are. Now, the MK political party has brought out its top guns. I'm talking about the National High Commander member, which is Bongani Baloyi. I want to keep a close eye on Bongani Baloyi because I've been following him as a politician for quite a long time. For some of you, you would know that he was in the Democratic Alliance for many years, I think from 2005 or something like that, up until the late 2021. He then joined the Action SA political party, moved with Herman Mashaba. He was the provincial leader for Gauteng, then went to open his own political party, then jumped to the MK political party, and there he's awarded of being a National High Command member. Now they have sent him there in particularly to test his strength, his organization skills, and his leadership qualities to see if they can win this Ward 35. I really want to see what is going to happen, so I'm keeping a close eye on him because I think politicians who come from the DA as African people, they can never look back because they experience the racism that is in that particular political party. And now that he's in an MK, his mind has been renewed. We're hoping that he's not going to be one of those people that are going to, get enlightenment from, nowhere. But now I also want to talk about the Centenary High School where there was a racial incident that happened there and some students got hurt. There was a fight between Africans and the settlers' children, and children were sent to hospital. I'm going to read for you guys the statement from the Department of Education there in KwaZulu-Natal. Let's talk about that and much more.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane Zinjiva Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, we're talking about the MK political party. We're talking about the racial incident that happened there in Durban. It's quite normal now. Every year in South Africa, we expect some racism to pop up. And, there's always going to be a clash between black and white until we solve our historical issues, the legacy of apartheid, especially in the education system. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. You guys know we are pushing the Mike Khatebe campaign where we are asking you to buy a pallet of bricks for Paseta. If you buy a pallet of bricks for Paseta, we will send you a certificate with your name on it to honor Mike Khatebe's spirit in supporting Pan-Africanism and actually putting his hands in his pocket and supporting Pan-Africanism actively so with his finances. It's very important that we don't just talk about Pan-Africanism, but our actions must reflect that indeed we support the building of Paseta School. And also, if you don't have the 1,500 Rand, it's okay to just donate 50 Rand to the school and just send us a 50 Rand monthly because we are asking for 10,000 South Africans or African people in particular to send just a mere 50 Rand in supporting the building of the school. We are having a gala dinner on the 2nd of May, and we are asking you guys to come and join us, do a fundraising event for the gala dinner on the 2nd of May. It's only 1,000 Rand a seat, 10,000 Rand a table if you are that wealthy, and then obviously 2,000 Rand for the VIP. For more information, go on www.paseta.co.za to make your bookings. Guys, I want to speak about Bongani Baloyi. Bongani Baloyi is there at the Bakersdal Rand West Municipality where he's campaigning there to make sure that the candidate of that particular Ward 35 wins the by-elections. Very important to see how MK political party is unfolding this issue of by-elections, because most of the time we see the ANC loses a lot of votes, but when it comes to the by-elections, they are winning. You guys saw recently in Tabazimbi and everywhere, they are winning so many wards, and you ask yourself, how is it that the ANC, even after they are losing such a big number of voters when it comes to the national elections, but when it comes to the by-elections, even in KwaZulu-Natal, they lost some wards and they lost some municipalities, but they want them back in the by-elections. So it is a test now, especially in Gauteng, to check the EFF, to check Action SA, to check the Democratic Alliance, and to check obviously the MK political party, if they are able to pull some support and actually win some wards. Politics is a numbers game. Don't go around joking around about you losing members in the political party, members moving from one political party into another political party. It's hurting the numbers of every political party when they lose. I told you guys and I taught you guys that there isn't a single person that leaves a political party with one vote. And every person that leaves a political party goes with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 100 votes, depending on the popularity of that person. The MK needs to be careful about that issue, especially people moving from the MK political party and moving back to the ANC. It's going to hurt them in the long run when it comes to the local elections that are going to happen next year or early 2027. So Bongani Baloyi is a very interesting character for me because we know in 2011 he was the youngest municipal manager, executive mayor at the Mid-Val municipality, and it was very interesting to see that as a 26-year-old he can manage that seat. It's not easy being a 26-year-old and having that responsibility of being a executive mayor. You can imagine. So that's how much the Democratic Alliance trusted him at that particular stage, and it shows you the quality of leadership, experience, qualifications that he has to fill in that post, because it's an administrative post. Yes, you can say there's politics to it, but you're gonna do a lot of work as a mayor, politically appointed, deployed, but you're gonna do a lot of work there. So he's a young man born in 1987, this month I believe, I think on the 28th or something like that, and he was the chairperson of Gauteng for Action SA. That also shows you the quality again and the confidence that Herman Mashaba had on him. So you cannot take lightly this Bongani Baloyi guy. He was even so strong that he had the machismo, the lever to open his own political party, Ikuluva political party, in 2023. It only lasted 1 year because he then disbanded the whole party and joined the MK political party. So he is now obviously a member of the National High Command structure, and we are looking to see where is MK going to go with this young man, because we want listen, every political party must position itself where it looks at about 10 young ladies and gentlemen who are going to be the future of that party. Every political party needs to do that. Does the ANC, when they look back, look at the structures, the people who are coming from the youth league, the qualification, the leadership qualities, look back and say, look, this is going to be a bright future for the African National Congress. The same goes with the DA, the same goes with the EFF, the same goes with any political party. They must know that the people who are in leadership right now are probably not going to be there 10 years from now. Who are the people that are going to take over, after they're gone? I've always had a problem to say, who was the next Steve Biko? Who did Steve Biko, 2IC? Who was his protege? Who was, those type of things. Who was the next Mandela? Who did Mandela mentor? Who did Thabo Mbeki mentor? Who did Jacob Zuma mentor? Those things are very important, that these leaders must duplicate themselves. There must be right now someone that we are looking at in the MK political party and say, this is the next leader in the EFF and everything. I know sometimes it brings about tension in the political parties because abantu abamnyama awafuna ukubona umuntu omnyama aya phambili, so bayamjelasela. So going from in the DA from 2005 to 2021, lasting in that party for that long, speaks volume about that guy. That's a stupid, racist party that is a totally right-wing. And, for all the African people who vote for that party, I never understood what is going on. So let's keep an eye on what is going to happen there in Ward 35 in Bakersdal, in West Rand municipality in Gauteng, just to see what is going to happen there. I'm very excited to watch if his leadership is going to pay out or pay off or something. So let's go to Centenary High School there in Durban. For those who don't know where Centenary High School is, let me just try to put a map somewhere so that you guys can get a clearer picture of where this school is. Very interesting that each and every year we kind of expect, in fact, I can even go as far as saying each and every month we expect a racial incident to happen in South Africa. That's how comfortable we have become with racism in South Africa. Now, the problem that I have always told you guys, that I've always told the Dutch and the Afrikaner people to say, hey guys, the generation that is coming after us don't have filters. I'm a 2000. I'm a filter. And even those born after 2010, they don't have filters. They don't understand racism. They don't tolerate it. They respond in violence. You understand? So if we don't sit and resolve this, the legacy of apartheid properly, unfortunately, there's going to be a civil unrest that is going to be worse than the July unrest that happened in 2023, 2022, somewhere there. So the next generation that is coming, they are relentless. They're relentlessness. They don't care about anything. But they like you guys don't understand. I'm telling the Dutch people to say, teach your children to respect African children, because in African culture, respect is not earned. Respect is respect is taught. In the African culture, respect is not earned, but respect is taught. So when I grew up, my mother would tell me, hey, utlhompe batho ba bagolo, utlhompe thaka tsa gago, utlhompe bana ba banyane, gore le wena ba kgone ho tlhompa. That's how our parents taught us. But in the Dutch and Caucasian type of culture, they say respect is earned. So you have to earn my respect for me to respect you. So that's the problem. Now, these Dutch children, the settlers, they go into schools with their parents' mindset. And the African children, they don't come to schools with their parents' mindset. Because we have got a tendency, when we see racism, we kind of try to avoid, try to be diplomatic with it. But our children, they don't have time for that. They don't have time for that. So let's just quickly read what the Department of Education said there in their statement. This statement was released on Tuesday the 4th. This is yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. It says the KwaZulu-Natal Department of Education has been made aware of the unfortunate altercations that took place at the Centenary School in Durban over the past 2 days. So it's Monday and Tuesday. And you know how African children are. You beat them today, they are coming back tomorrow. This is what is happening. Don't think you're going to get away. On the past 2 days, which has reportedly resulted in some learners being hospitalized. Take this issue of racism serious, Africa. Take this issue of racism serious in South Africa. I'm telling you right now. Hospitalized. The department strongly condemns any form of violence in schools and is treating this matter with the utmost urgency. The department has deployed officials to the school to gather facts and engage with all relevant stakeholders. So they released this statement. They always release this type of statement. At the end, they do nothing. At the end, our departments do nothing because they don't take racism serious. Now, the angers of these children, the traumas of their parents is transferred to them. The entitlement mentality of the settlers' children, they get it from their parents, and they come with that entitlement supremacy mentality at schools, and they get hurt. So we are waiting to see what is going to happen. Yamato Taipeli, you know what is going to happen there. After school is a big slogan for African children. And when they say after school is after school, they mean after school is after school. We are out of school. This is Okala. So you guys tell me, what do you think about those incidents? Do you think that Bongani Baloyi is a good fit there in the National High Command at the MK political party? Do you think he's going to bring any value? Do you think they will take this 135? That they really did a lot of effort to try and win that one. I'm very interested to see what is going to happen there. What is going to be their performance? It's one word. You remember, in a word, you can be embarrassed. You can get 35 votes. The ANC can win with 200 and something votes. The word is not big. It's not that big. So we are waiting to see what's going to happen there. And when it comes to racism, I'll always go back to the Bella Bill and tell you guys that our children are going to face this every time when we force them into this white Afrikaner medium schools. We expect racism to come through, because you're not addressing racism, you're just addressing, let our children be in one class. And I've always said, as Africans, let's build our own. Let's build our own school, not to isolate other people, but to say to our children, we as African parents, we care about the future of your education. So we are building quality schools for you, not to show other people that we can, just to show our children that we care, not can, care. So it's very important that we revolutionize our minds for the sake of our children. Otherwise, we'll regret it forever. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in on King Said So today. Please don't forget to make your donations to the Pan-Africanist School. Those who are buying tickets, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. But after you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.